Hi YouTube, Timothy Younger here. This is part 4 of my Algebra 2 Finals Review walkthrough. We're going to start with problem 16 here. We have log base 3 of 81 equals x, and we want to solve for x. So we can write this in exponential form as 3. We use the base here, 3 to the x power. That's going to equal 81. So we want to say what power of 3 equals 81? Well, if we do 3 times 3, that's going to give me 9, and then we multiply by 3 again. That gives me 27. And when we multiply by 3 again, we get 81. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So 3 to the fourth power equals 81. So x is 4. Okay, let's keep going. Problem 17, we have a log base 125 of 625 equals x. Solve for x. So we want to use change of base, so we can set this up as log base c of 625 over log base c of 125. And that is going to be equal to x. Now we want to pick a c here that we can multiply by itself enough times to get both 625 and 125. And the number that works is 5. So we could change this to log base 5 of 625 over log base 5 of 125. Okay, so let's go down here. So how many 5s do we have to multiply together to get 625? Well, if we do 5 times 5, that's 25. We multiply by 5 again, that is 125. And if we multiply by 5 again, that's 625. So 4 5s. So it's going to be 5 to the fourth power. So we put 4 on top. And then how many 5s do we have to multiply to get 125? Well, 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 again, that's 125. So that's 3 5s. So our solution here is going to be x equals 4/3. Okay, let's do the next one. Log base x of 27 equals 3, solve for x. So we can write this in exponential form. We use our base x to the third power equals 27. Well, what number could I take and take 3 of that number, multiply it together and get 27? Well, if we do 1 times 1 times 1, that's just going to be plain old 1. Make this a little bit thicker for you. Okay, so if we do 2 times 2 times 2, that's going to be 8. So that's still not there. But if we do 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 again is 27. So x, that's a bad 7 there. X should be 3. All right, let's keep going. Okay, problem 19. Log base 7 of 1 over 2,401 equals x. Solve for x. So first off, I'm going to think about how many 7s do I have to multiply together to get 2,041. So if I do 7 times 7, that's 49. Times 7 again, that's going to be 343. Okay, and let's do 343 times 7. So we get 7 times 3 is 1. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 is 0. 30, so we put the 0 down there. And then 7 times 3 is 21, plus 3 is 24. So it's actually another 7. 4 7s gives us 2,041. Now this is 1 over 2,000, sorry, 2,401. This is 1 over 2,401. So in this case, basically we're saying 7 to to what power equals 1 over 2,401. Now to bring it to the denominator, we have to have a negative exponent. So it would have to be to the negative 4 power would equal 1 over 2,401. So x is going to equal negative 4. Okay, next one, log base 81 of 27 equals x, solve for x. Okay, so we're going to use change of base rule. We'll say x equals log base c of 27 over log base c of 81. Okay, so what's our c going to be? Well, I think our c should be 3, so we'll do log base 3 of 27 over log base 3 of 81. So log base 3 of 27, that's going to be 3, because 3 to the third power is 27. If I take 3 times 3 times 3, that's 3 to the third power. That equals 27. Okay, and then how many 3's do I have to multiply to get 81? Well, I do 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 again is 27, times 3 again is 81. So it's going to be 4 3's. So in this case, x is going to equal 3/4. All right, next one. Can you use natural log for the change of base rule? Yes. All right. Next one. What is the next term in the arithmetic series? Okay, so we go from -2 to 4. So this problem is bunk because I just had a jump of +6, so I should go from 4 to 10. But I made it 4. So this should be, let's make this 0 here. Okay, let's fix it. So if I go from 0 to 4 to 8 to 12, then my next term would be 16. Okay, but that problem is meh. We'll just do meh. All right, next one, problem 23. Find the missing term in the arithmetic sequence by finding the arithmetic mean. Okay, so we're going to add these two numbers and divide by 2. And if I can draw a -8 better. So -8 plus 16 divided by 2. That's how we get the arithmetic mean. We average the two numbers, so mean average, right? So -8 plus 16 is 8. Divide that by 2, and we get a 4. So our next term should be 4, which makes sense. Go from -8 to 4, you jump by 12, and then 4 plus 12 is 16. Okay, what is the sum of all odd numbers from 0 to 350? Okay, I think I'm going to save that one for the next video, just to break it up. So if this video is helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks.